Hello, we're going to be talking about a video game, not just any video game, a video game that has caused a lot of very interesting comments. People have been saying that it's dead, people say that it's dying, people gave up on it, people are just plain disinterested. We're going to be talking about a game that it took me 3 times to record my personal feelings about it. Okay, 3 times. This is my third. This is a game called For Honor. Now, For Honor is a very interesting game. It, for those who don't know about it, how do you not? For Honor is a medieval fighting game based in who knows what time period about samurai, Vikings, and knights just duking it out because why not? There's no real lore or plot. It's just a fighting game where samurai, Vikings, and knights just duke it out. And this game, in theory, sounds pretty cool. Who wouldn't want their 3 factions want to just duke it out? It's a boy's dream to just see the Vikings with their burliness and their bare chests, and the knights with their integrity and Catholicism. And the samurai with their samurai-ness. Just duke it out. Who wouldn't want that, right? Everyone was actually pretty good with it, Seemed like a great idea. And people actually rolled with it until Ubisoft started doing their things. Now, it was pretty good. The beta rolled out, there was a lot of problems, but people hoped that they would fix it. They didn't fix it. It took me 3 tries to finally get the words to really say it. There's still a lot of problems. Y'all already know connectivity is an issue, right? But the lag, man. I have had less less crashes, but more lag. Oh my gosh, the lag is horrendous. How can you have a fighting game with so much lag? Imagine this, right? You're walking down the street. Just walking down the street, mind your own business. You see a car. You say, alright. You blink. It's like a normal blink, right? That car is right on top of you. You're like, how did that even happen? I'm on the other side of the road. And then you blink again. You're on the floor, bleeding. You blink again and now you're in the hospital. That's what happens in this game. You can't even blink. But the thing is this, the game is blinking for you. So, one moment, you're minding your own business. You're going to do a top heavy. The next thing, you're just eating freaking Orochi top lights and zone attacks. And you're like, how did this happen? You can't fight that. I did. And I won, barely. But you can't play defensively. You can't block. You can't parry. You can't do any of that. It's very hard to fight that. And just, the lag is just horrendous. In the video I'm probably showing you right now, there's probably very few to little lag. It's because I chose it like that, right? I didn't want, I wanted first impressions to be good, so I wanted to portray myself as a pretty good player. I say I am. It wasn't very hard getting the footage, but I digress. The point is, right, there's still a lot to go forward with, and the first thing they need to fix is the friggin' connectivity, because that's just trash, right? And another thing that they really need to fix right now is just it's something that they can't fix, but it's the player base. They're complete jerks. I'd say at least 80% of them. Okay, that's not a nice number, okay? Half. We'll just say half for now. Half of the people playing here are just absolute trolls. They eat ledging. Okay, they just love throwing you off, right? They will gank you with no honor. Okay, Darn Dog, who is the number two Orochi, right? He told me there is no honor in For Honor because the game isn't called with honor; it's called For Honor. So he's basically implying that what you're doing is for honor. You're not doing it with honor. And it's just cold-blooded, right? That's just cold-blooded. I mean, like, dogs overall are savages and mutts, but I at least to think that they have some integrity, you know. That's the first two things, right? Balancing. Now let's talk about balancing, right? Let's start off with the top. Warden's just Warden. We all call it the Vortex, right? The Vortex, man. Just as soon as you're out of stamina, it's just horrible, man. It's just horrible. Like, when you're out of stamina, Nobushi, she has the ability to hidden stance, right? You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't hidden stance with Nobushi when you're out of stamina. That's the only thing that helps me get out of that vortex. Is my hidden stance. And I can't do it. And, like, the guessing game is just horrible. You try to dodge. It's just something, right? So, Wharton, there's not much you can do with him, okay? Without nerfing him to the ground. I think he's okay, right? With Nobushi, you can hidden stance your way out of it, so as long as you don't spam hidden stance and you try to dodge once in a while, it'll be good, okay? Now we have Warlord. A Warlord, I haven't fought many turtley Warlords, so I can't complain too much about him because I haven't experienced the worst that he has to offer. But that throw distance is just horrendous, right? It's just horrendous. The headbutt is still pretty fast. They said that they nerfed it, but I have to guess to hint stance it right. I have to just guess. Next is Conqueror. Conqueror, he needs help. I mean, like, there's still some pretty good Conquerors out there. Conqueror isn't bad right now. He's not bad at all. People who know how to use him, they'll be just fine, right? But it's just that, you know, he still has some work to do. For everything else, let's see. It's not his fault, right? It's not the freaking Centurion's fault, but I hate the Centurion, period. I hate him. Jump in the lake. Kill yourself. Just stupid. Freaking, the kick is absolutely freaking quick. You can barely dodge that thing with 30 frames. Okay? First thing, right? Yeah, and the 30 frame lock also. I digress, but the 30 frame freaking lock is just stupid for the freaking consoles. It's stupid. Anyways, Centurion. I have to, like, just do the heavies on block. I can't even, like, parry them out of fear of me getting guard broken. And, like, if you get guard parried and thrown into a wall or something, it's just stupid. That punch and the kicks, all the flash banging all the time, and the throwing and the freaking super combo is just annoying. The Shigoki, he needs a buff quick, okay? He's just useless, okay? I can parry his lights and anybody. The Shigoki's just useless, period. In 4v4 modes, like, all I do is 1v1, right? But in 4v4 modes, I'm pretty sure he's getting pretty good use. But for me, he's just useless, right? Now, people complain about Nabushi's bleed effect and they want her to be nerfed. My thing is this, Nabushi's bleed effect cannot be nerfed. Me being a Nabushi main, it's the only thing I got against, like, other characters. I understand that her top heavy does mass amount of damage, but what about her light attacks and her pokes, right? She doesn't have very much, and the bleed allows her to, stay alive, okay? It takes around 3 top heavies, no, 4.5 top heavies to, like, kill someone. And poking just takes forever. Without bleed, it'll just be insane. What else? Other characters, Orochi, don't really care. All the assassins, even Peacekeeper, don't really care about them. Yes, the Peacekeeper's last is fast, but it's just something that you gotta deal with. You can't nerf everybody to the ground. Just that, if there was a... Let's see, anything else about For Honor that I wish that could be changed? A story would be nice. The campaign is not interesting. I mean, like, it looked interesting, but when I started playing it, I was like, I don't get what's going on. There's no real story. You got Apollyon, who's a crazed maniac, just wants to create war. You have those people who don't want the war, but she is still doing it, and in the end, they still fight each other. I mean, I didn't even complete it, but I saw the Let's Play. And I'm like, I feel that For Honor can be a great game. I feel like it has lots of potential, but the lag is what's keeping it back. That's my main gripe about it, man. The lag. Oh my gosh, it's just horrible. I used to be able to parry zone attacks, but now I can't even do that anymore. I can't do that anymore. Like, it's impossible. Because the lag is just so much. Gosh darn it. And, let's see. Yeah, that's all I could really muster to think about. Player base, the lag. Truthfully, don't really have a problem with the characters too much. The lack of a story is, pretty disheartening. But yeah, that's all I could really muster about For Honor, man. You know, I think it's still a nice game. Currently, I'm hooked on Warframe, need to get back into that Orkin grind. I might tell you guys about my experience with Warframe. But yeah, that's pretty much it I want to talk about For Honor, man. Just potential that Ubisoft wasted. I'm still playing it though. I'm not going to give it up. I still believe that it could become something great. They just need to rekindle the fire that was once lost. And yeah, that's about it.